Coach, thank you very much for your time. 2-0 loss. Your thoughts on the game?
I think the score doesn't reflect the game, but uh, this is what will happen if you don't take your half chances or the chances that have been created. Uh, the overall performance of the team, we can't falter the effort, but one thing that they should know, which once you give opposition time and space on the ball, you most likely we will eventually concede, because if you check the two goals, two more or less identical goals, where the first goal, our centre back, he was forced to go where there were numerical advantage, which is they closed the passing lane for him to go on the channel wide. They forced him to play the ball inside. Once he dropped his head as he's about to play that ball, already there was the man on the guy that he thought he was free. They pounced the ball. The recovery, it was a bit slow on our side as well. And then from there it didn't do much. So also you can tell from the side that we played, which the team that they're playing high quality opposition, because you'll find them maybe they're playing twice a week or thrice a week against highly quality opposition. And then you could tell by the two chances that they got it from our own mistake. The second goal as well, there was no pressure on the ball, especially in the central area, where in the last third we told them once the ball goes wide, we need to have someone on the deep protecting that cutback. But now the problem, what we did, they were too deep on our keeper. Also the keeper was supposed to push them, but the boys are learning. The boys, it's their first year playing ABC, but that is not an excuse. But overall, I wouldn't falter the boys. We as a technical team, we take today's defeat, because that's, for me personally, I think that is the only two errors that we did, and it resulted us into dropping points. And at the highest level, it's what is happening. Some other teams in the entire 90 minutes get two chances. What is it that you do with those two chances?
Coach, you know how they play in terms of building from the back, progressing the ball forward, combination play, and when they lose it, they quickly counter press, which is what they did and forced those errors. Coming into this game, how did you plan to deal with those elements?
We did sessions. Mostly it was football oriented, and then we planned on how, if maybe we've been pressed in our own half, who will be our outlet. So we wanted the two strikers, immediately the ball passes their line, we want them to go wide to hug the lines, and then we want the number 10 to rest on their anchor. And then the 7 that is in behind, when we retrieve the ball, we know that we have limited time. We have only 2 to 3 seconds to decide on the ball. That is where we've been working hard. If we get it, the first thing that you do, play where you're facing. The second ball, it must be in behind them, because already now you find that it's about 8 of them in our own half. So where's the space? In behind and on the channels. And then in terms of pressing us high, it also, as I'm saying, as a technical team, we take that one, because of these guys, they are playing tournaments, they are playing league, and you'll find us now we're only relying on this the league that we're playing and the friendly games. And the friendly games that we are getting, a friendly and the league, is totally two different things. And then what also we worked on a more position-based game, where we'll say man-to-man, track your runner, don't leave your runner. And then also where we created drills of communication. If you can see that you can't get there, tell someone I'm going, cover. But with being that said, we shot ourselves on the foot, because we knew exactly how they were going to play. But if you check, the first 5 minutes we let them into the game, and then they got control of the game. And then after 15 minutes, when they scored, that is when we wanted to react. And then when we started pressing them high, and then also the Melusi and the Cat, today they weren't that effective, and that also killed us, because of, if you check, you're only as good as your weakest link. So the pressing, it wasn't that effective when we have the ball. And then when we have the ball, we weren't getting enough runs, making those in behind runs, giving us width, giving us depth. because of you know when you play against Triple S, some they get intimidated, but we tried and helped them. But coming into this game, no excuse, because we know they're a team that patient on the ball, they will overload to isolate, of which I think we tried and mastered that. And then in terms of them not giving us this the time and space, it's what Tina we did. Bona, they didn't give us time and space. Tina, we gave them time and space. When we reacted, by then it was too late.
Coach, last one. It has not been a good start for you in the league. I think this is game number 5, 1 win, and this is the 4th loss, if I'm correct.
Yes.
What do you think you need to do to turn things around?
To be honest, you know, when you're working with a young team, they need guidance all the time. We need to get 2 at least senior guys, those who can try and be vocal on the field, because also as a coach it doesn't look good you shouting from outside, because Bona, what they do also, they tend to forget which, okay, when you have the ball, this is what is expected on the ball, this is what is expected. But with more games they play, they will grow. But now we're talking relegation, we're talking points, and the more you drop points, the more you're down there, it's hard for you to get back. So now one thing that we need to fix, but we see positives. Yes, we lost 4 games, we won 1. If we check all the four games that we played, more or less identical goals, and then the problem also was we gave opposition too much time and space on the ball. Tina, we have to work to get those opportunities, and then we get too excited, we allow them that loophole, and then we play against UJ, high quality side. There are teams that we don't want to make fouls around in our box. They are a team that we need to close down the wide channel so that they can, because one of their game also they can keep the ball, but also they neutralize those wide channel and central penetration. Only few teams in South Africa can come centrally, can come wide. So also the answering your question as well, I think now if we can get two senior guys, mainly stabilizing the middle field, and get one who's going to have a cool head up front, and then one at the back. Apart from that, I don't see anything that is bad on our team, apart from not us grinding the results. And last week's game, it's a game where we ticked all the box. We had central penetration, we had wide penetration, and then what we did also last week, it's something that we did where also when we gave the opposition time and space centrally, they looked dangerous, but once we switch on, we cover that central area, and then we force them wide, because what we are protecting, it's the goals. So also the understanding of the game, you'll find others now, they were writing, we have more under 23s. We're counting about 14 under 23s in the team. So those 14s, they were writing their metric examinations, and we only had only 9 guys to train with. So these 10 now, they only finished writing now on Monday, some of them yesterday, some on Friday. But that is not an excuse, because as a coach you must always find solution. If the team wins, the credit it's been given to the players. But when the team lose, we as a coach, we must raise our hands, because we must try and help these boys. And we can turn the corner if we believe, if we can take our chances, because I believe defensively we don't look that bad. And then now if we can get that hunger, that desire, when we go into the box, we're going in there to score. Now you'll find most players, even in the team, our team, they are going in the box for the sake of, they said we must go in the box. You go to Europe, you watch all the top athletes, your Peter Shaluliles, you watch your Lewandowskis. When they go into that box, they're going with the mission that I want to score. So Tina, we're going there for the sake of going in. We're not anticipating what, okay, the ball is being played first ball, I must make that run in front of the keeper. Sometimes by you making that run without touching the ball, it can result into a goal. So one thing that we must try and help them with is we need numbers, because we can play the beautiful football, but at the end of the day, goals are the ones that are giving us results. And the box entry, it's one element that we need also to focus on, because now you teach them this element, they forget the other element. But that is why you see also our technical team, we're trying to to help, but also the results. It's about time, because of it's not on. It's not on. It's not on. We must find solutions. But other things are things that are between us and the technical teams. Other things I can't disclose them, like on this media platform. Some of the things are because if we expose other things, now it becomes easier for the teams that will be playing. So this is where they are lacking. But apart from that, it was a good experience. But the results, we weren't happy about the results. So now we only, if we count correctly, we left with 3 games, and those 3 games, it's a must win. We failed to get 9 points in those 3 games, and then we know that we have a mountain to climb next season.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Hopefully you'll turn the corner around soon, and all the best going forward.
Thank you.